knowledge, there are 6 old abandoned prisons in the United States that you could go tour. And I'm pretty familiar with those. And this is the most interesting of all. And I'm including in that Alcatraz. Alcatraz is not as interesting as this place is. And we all know about Alcatraz already, but not too many people know about this prison and its history. This prison began its life in 1836. 1836. We received our first inmate. When I say 1836, most people think about the Wild West days.
Is that just a viewer or is that a camera?
I saw you push the button and can you push the button and open the door?
Uh-huh.
There it goes.
Picture. Usually the postscript tells you about them taking over that building. What most of them don't tell you is they killed an inmate just as they went in the door there of that building right after that picture was taken. Another photo that's pretty common is a picture of a dead inmate being carried out of that building on a stretcher. A common photo makes that killed the other 4 inmates during the riot. And we prosecuted all of those for those murders and that are in it. So there's a lot of interesting pictures which you can relate to after being here today because you're standing in the midst of it. I mean, this is where the riot happened. One of the pictures is the National Guard had a machine gun with a sandbag around it. Notice if you move out enough to see all the way down it, you don't have to stay out in the sun, but I just wanted to see the size of this building. If any of you have been at Alcatraz or know anything about Alcatraz, you'll know that at its largest point, Alcatraz housed 304 inmates, was the most it ever housed at Alcatraz. I had 700 in this building. So I had over twice as many inmates as all of Alcatraz housed in this one building. Now with that said, that building also represents something else that I want to explain to you. We house, and most maximum security prisons house 3 types or categories, I guess I'll call them, of inmates. The group to deal with, I have to have a lot more staff for them than everybody else. Plus that, they're the biggest bunch of whining crybabies you have ever heard. They just complain about everything. Fortunately, I only ran like 130, 140 of those. But then you end up with the category that is the ones that I would have known on a first name basis. We are personally well acquainted. That's a group of people called administrative segregated people. This is the guy that when he came here, he probably never listened to a word his parents had to say. He never listened to his teachers in school. He never listened to a police officer on the street. He purposefully doesn't follow the law because he does what he wants to do in life, and all those things. And so when he comes to prison, there is no reason to think that the day he walks in the door, he's reformed. So change number 1 is we had plumbing put in the hall. Something else this guy had. He had 5 cellmates. These were all 6-man cells. These are 6-man cells of government. So we made school desks. We made all the furniture for the Capitol. Those sort of things. We still produce 85% of all the school furniture for the school districts in the state of Missouri right now. At least 85% of that. You all know we made license plates. Every license plate that was prior to 2004 was made by an inmate here. If that plate is newer than 2004, if it's the one on your car today, it was made by an inmate right down the river here at the other prison. Those are all inmate-made plates. Heavyweight champion of the world. Why do we have this mock up here? We have it here because he lived in this cell. This is Sonny Liston's cell. When Sonny Liston became heavyweight champion of the world, the first interview he gave, he said, I learned to box while I was an inmate in Missouri State Penitentiary. When I came here in 1968, the trainer we had was still here. I got to visit at the time. It was very interesting there. He trained some of us in boxing. Other people we have had here. We have had Pretty Boy Floyd here, a gangster from the We have a guy here you've never heard of, but you should have. His name is Adam Ricchetti. Adam Ricchetti was one of the responsible people for the Kansas City massacre, which if you're not up on, you should read that. We executed Adam Ricchetti here. Who killed Martin Luther King Jr.? James Earl Ray did. I ask you that because James Earl Ray was an inmate here. James Earl Ray escaped from here and went and killed Martin Luther King Jr. He was gone from here 1 year and 1 day when he killed Martin Luther King Jr. When they arrested him, he still had a very escape warrant for his arrest.
Monday, I was arrested. On Tuesday, they locked me in a jail. Oh boy! On a Wednesday, my trial was attested. On Thursday, they said guilty, and the judge's gavel fell. I got stripes, stripes around my shoulders. Got chains, chains around my feet. I got stripes, stripes around my shoulders. Them chains, chains, they are about to drag me down on a Monday. Got my striped breeches. On Tuesday, I got my ball and chain. Oh boy! On a Wednesday, I was down there digging ditches. On Thursday, Lord, I begged them not to knock me down again. I got stripes, stripes around my shoulders. Got chains, chains around my feet. I got stripes, stripes around my shoulders. Them chains, chains, they are about to drag me down. On a Monday, my mama come and see me. On Tuesday, they caught me with a file. Oh boy! On a Wednesday, I was down in solitary. On Thursday, I started on bread and water for a while. I got stripes, stripes around my shoulders. Got chains, chains around my feet. I got stripes, stripes around my shoulders. Them chains, chains, they're about to drag me down. Drag!
So, this is where they were kept. These people were so dangerous. And once again, this out of our whole population, this was just a few guys that they put in 8 cells. But these people were so dangerous that they didn't even open the doors to feed them or anything. They put food on a board and slid it under the door for them to consume. Now they're sliding this into a dark room with a chamber pot and a bucket of water and straw. And that's the way these guys live. Okay, Here's the deal. As you can see, we've got cells here. There's another set just like them on the back side, but between these two rows of cells is the plumbing chase. You can see now they don't have a window in their cell, so we have these windows. This apparatus you see here is for us to put a crank in those boxes and just crank, and we can open these whole tiers of windows all at one time to let air in or out of here depending on the weather. The little V's behind you, a lot of people ask what those are. Those are just to disperse the hot air during the winter that comes out to heat the building. This building was what's called an R&O building. This building is where all the newly arriving inmates would have initially been assigned. So what we have James Earl Ray, pretty boy, the whole crowd, everyone was living in this building at one time. In fact, his son enlisted, James Earl Ray lived 3 cells from Fuji right down here. So that's the mechanics of this particular building. I just wanted to step in just to get a snapshot of it. But what I want to do now is tell you what we're going to do next. Next we're going to the gas chamber.
Always going to have a bad sun angle every time you plan to do it. So these guard towers. Just left turn you on flashing arrow.
Hear me yell, and I got 24 minutes. Well, they gave me some beans for my last meal with 23 minutes to go. And nobody asked me how I feel with 22 minutes to go. Sent for the governor and the whole darn bunch with 21 minutes to go. And I called up the mayor, but he was out to lunch with 20 minutes to go. Now the sheriff said, boy, I'm gonna watch you die. 19 minutes to go. So I laughed in his face and I spit in his eye. Got 18 minutes to go. Now here come that preacher for to save my soul. 13 minutes to go. And he's talking about burning, but I'm so cold. I got 12 minutes to go. Well, they're testing the trap that chills my spine with 11 more minutes to go. Oh, that trap and the rope, well, they work just fine. Got 10 minutes to go. Now I'm waiting for the pardon that'll set me free with 9 minutes to go. But this ain't the movie, so forget about me. I got 8 more minutes to go. With my feet in the noose, my head in in a trap. Ain't 9 minutes to go. Oh, somebody come and cut me loose. I got 4 minutes to go. I can see the mountains, I can see the sky with 3 minutes to go. But it's too damn pretty for a man to want to die. Got 2 minutes to go. I can see them buzzards, I can hear them crows. 1 minute to go. Now I'm swinging, and here I go. I hear the train a come, it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen that sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on. When I hear that train a-rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, Mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. That's right. I bet there's rich folks eating from a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. I see them people keep a-moving, and that's what tortures me. Better move it off a little farther down the line. Yeah, far from Fulton Prison, that's where I want to stay. I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Early one morning while making a round, I took that shot of cocaine and I shot my woman down. Went right home, I went to bed. Well, I stuck the love in 44 beneath my head. Early next morning I grabbed that gun, took a shot of cocaine and away I run. Made a good run, but I run too slow. They overtook me down in Juarez, Mexico. Laid in a hot joint, taking a pill. Then walked the sheriff from a Jericho Hill. He said, Willie Lee, your name is not Jack Brown. Oh, you're the dirty heck, you shot your woman down. Oh yes, my name is Willie Lee. You got a warrant just read it to me.